Hello my friends and welcome back to another beautifully polygonal day here on my procedurally generated community Minecraft server. Behind me you can see the wool farm and the pig farm and the cow farm and the beet farm and the carrot farm and the potato farm, and way back there you can see the sugarcane farm, and if you look underneath me you can see the cactus farm we finished last time. I've put in all the green carpeting to make it look pretty. I've left it exposed. I left it exposed because why not? That way if some baddie comes in here, hopefully, I'll be able to get them into these guys. And let's see. Wow, just like 20 minutes, I guess I got that done there. So, got some wood cooking over here. I'm making more charcoal, but I need something. Oh, look at that. That's come along pretty well. Yeah. So I've put in a lot of wood to get the charcoal started. So our super smelter will have everything it needs. I'm going to take that because I always could use some more for torches. Alright, so that's filling up there. That's filling in there. Excellent. Ooh, and I just heard one cactus go. Okay, so for today we've got a couple things we need to do. Alright, so one of the things we need to do is kind of talk about what's going on this deck, because this is the deck that I want to have the cannons that shoot out through the port side. No, this isn't port side. Through the starboard side. Pew, pew, pew. And out through the port side. I don't know where I'm going to put them, actually, but I need to come up with mechanisms. This is going to be a stair. Do I have a... No, I'll deal with that in a minute. But I need to come up with something that is going to, at most, take up these for maybe 6 spots, right? So at most, I think I'm going to need to use those. But I would like to make it a single launching apparatus, if that's possible. If that's possible. That might entail me turning this block into a block of ice, and using some pistons and some green slime, some slime blocks. But I don't know. But to do that, before we do that, we need to get all of this decking in. So, in order to get the decking in, as you can see, I've got some wood, but I don't have enough to get this thing done. So I'm going to have to go over here to the tree farm, as it were, and chop down some trees. Let me grab some iron here, so I'll be able to do that. Let me go get those trees. I'll chop down a couple sessions, and let me see if I can progress this along a little bit and see how it goes. Well, my friends, I have knocked out a sizable portion of this deck now, and man, oh man, is it starting to look pretty darn good up here, right? But it occurs to me, I've still got this to do over here, it occurs to me that I have not actually seen how it looks down below. So this section will be here. Let's go see how it looks down below, and oh wow, I think it looks pretty good so far. Yeah, so far so good. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to dangle some lights down here, but we'll deal with the details of that when we get to the details of that. It looks pretty good in here. I was kind of wondering about how that block would look, you know, when I hit the pulse thing. Let's go see. Oop. Looks okay. It wasn't much to begin with. But yeah, this is really starting to look pretty good. And another thing is, I needed to come in here and check and see if any mobs might be inadvertently spawning anywhere. And it doesn't look like they are. I'm pretty well lit up with torches. But when the time comes, I don't have very much space that actually needs to be covered up to prevent spawning. There's just a few items that are going to have to be addressed, but we'll get to that when we get to that. For now, I still have a few stacks of half planks, so I'm going to try to get to this section right there for the next stop point, and maybe go around the edges and put in some stairs so we can see how that looks. And then it'll be time to hopefully go chop down some more trees, because I'm just about out of bone meal. Over there at the tree farm, I probably have more over there. Didn't even think about that. So, okay, let me go ahead and put some more in, and we will catch you guys up when I get to the exciting bits, which should be detailing what we're going to do in the middle. And, again, cannons. This looks pretty good. I think so far so good, and I've been beginning my research into types of cannons that would fit in here, and some of the most basic of which are little 9 long, 3 wide, 2 highs that are going to slot in here perfectly. However, there is a part that I think I want to try to convert into a bit of a tree farm. So I might do something here. I'll come out and outline it later. That has like a chest down here. So the trees would... I don't know, we'll see, but... You know, that's something else that needs to slot in back here somehow. I'll put dirt down and we'll figure it out. But here's something I need a little help figuring out. Do you see that discoloration there on those squares? Like this one, I can kind of see this. Or maybe it's just me. We'll see how it looks like if it renders out. But it looks like this is the wall that I have for the villager farm with the carrots and the potatoes. Like in here would be the carrots and potatoes and the 0 light level. And the pressure plates and the water source, right? And out here, I'm kind of like, what are these? Except maybe they're probably the 2 pillars that I have to cut off the light source. Yep, and this one would be the pillar that comes all the way up for the ladder. Okay, so that's kind of what that is. But that's kind of weird looking, right? Wonder why the light from down below is coming through these lower half slabs, which are starting to look pretty good. Okay, so we've got to go all the way down there still. And then we've got to lay out some foundations for where we're going to put some of the fun things up here. Let's take a quick peek. Oof. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Yeah. I like the way this is looking so far. It's definitely going to use some light sources. And yes, see, those things ran right up there. That was a perfect little build there. And this guy, let's get up on some of these things. Yeah, look at that. Right? This feels like it was a great little build. So far. And there's still more to go. Hi there, guy. How are you? Hello. Hello. And the cows. Alright. So, a couple light sources dangling down back here. And a couple running right down the middle. Maybe one down in the middle of each of these. That's going to look pretty cool, I think. Alright, let me go ahead and finish putting in the rest of this deck. So we can get back to the good part, but that means even more trees. I am out of bone meal now. Oh, man. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. That was a bit of a long haul to get all this in. And for those of you who may have noticed, yes, I did do a time-lapse because, yes, I have recovered this world. For those of you who watched the last episode, about halfway through this episode, I had done half of it in preparation for going to visit some family. And when I came back from family, the server was down. I logged in, it was a whole other channel, or a whole other world. interesting. It was a bunch of students and a couple teachers, so I was able to speak to them about some educational things in the Minecraft community, so it was a happy accident. But we've got it done, and as you can see, I've got some things laid out for where I'm going to put some cannons. Yeah, and over there is something I was thinking about for a tree farm, but yeah, it might be just a little bit too... Not enough space, but, you know, we'll see. Maybe we'll leave that there. But all of these spaces here that have these torches in them, for example, around the outside of the ship at night, you could see, like, the glowing outline, very much like the underside of this when it's nighttime also. So that's kind of an interesting thing. And over here, I think I might move this ladder over so that I can actually get the, you know, the... Wow, that didn't work out the way I thought it was. Get this to work out right. Also, I need to go get a lever, I think. So let me go get a lever. And down here, you can see, yeah, it's pretty dark, but now I have some space up here to do something with. This could be like crew's quarters or something. Put a bunch of cots in there. I say cots, but I mean beds. Oh, and the new 1.12, I can make them different colors, so that'll be cool. Also, as you can see, I put a whole bunch of villagers out there. So let me, you know what, let me see if I can get a whole bunch more going. I wanted to get a lever real fast. Surely I have one in here. Yeah, I do. All right, let me bring those out. The reason these are missing is because I was messing around with Forge. And Forge, for reasons, if you have a bottom slab, if it checks the chest. Like if this was a stair slab, it would say, nope, you can't open that. Just because it's an invisible block doesn't mean it will open. So they took it upon themselves to improve, quote-unquote, the functionality of the game. But, you know, that's okay. I get it. You know, if they were going to do that, they might as well have created a way to have these come out on rollers and open up sideways, but, you know, what are you going to do? All right, so we got a whole bunch more villagers, and I've got a lot of them going that way. Let me make sure the cart... Yep. So let's see, how many more do I have in here? I have those and those. That's 10, 11. So, wow, there goes a brown coat. There goes another brown coat. Let me make sure they actually get into the water. Another one. Oh, my goodness. There's a lot of guys in there. And there's still more coming. I should turn this thing off for the time being. No, actually, I want it on because I'm growing the community, right? How many more are in there? Wow. Okay. My goodness. All right, well, let's go take a look at this conga line real fast and see how it looks. Okay. Yeah, they're going to be filling in all the way along there, but that's not what you're here to see. We'll get to that later on. We'll fill that in as we fill that in. We are here, my friends, to build cannons. That's right. We're going to build some cannons. And I'm going to be honest with you. I went online to see if there were any super compact ones, and like one of the first ones I saw was this little 3-wide one. So that's the design we're going to go with. And let me make sure I get everything in the right spot. Oh. There. So this stuff is all just kind of template. So how much space do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to do it 9 because that's the style that I saw. This could put out several different bits of TNT that are going to be our dynamite. Get this cleared up here. Excellent. Alright, so it's going to have to go through a hole. The inevitability of that. Alright, and I'm pretty sure... Let me go ahead and get rid of these guys. Such that these are. And do full blocks for those. And full blocks for here, because this is actually going to be the waterway. Now, this one needs to be a half block. I think, man, I really hope this works. We're going to find out the hard way. So if this all blows up, well, yeah, well, indeed. If that all blows up, that's, oh, wait, no, I don't need those. What I need is dispensers. So let's do 3 of them. And one needs to be up here. And that'll work out because this will be the floor level. Right? Ooh, boy. Okay, so let's see how this is going to turn out. We're going to do the rest of these kind of like this. Right, that's the half. That's the full. Oh, I really should have done something like cobblestone instead. It's not too late. Don't mind me, ladies and gentlemen. We're just, this is just proof of concept. I'll clean it up later if it actually works as well as it appears to in the videos I've seen. Alright, and let's give myself a stepping stool there. Okay, so what happens is, did I do this right? So, all of the TNT that will be inside of these ferni will all get dispensed out. Right? And let's put that lever right here for testing purposes. Excellent. And these guys will go into repeaters so that when the signal gets to this dispenser down here, it's going to be a little bit later. So then that'll get dispensed out onto this half slab. And these guys will all be TNT and water, and they'll blow up and send that one out that way. Hopefully. Hopefully. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn it off. Put some TNT into this guy. Let's put one in there, because we're just testing. And let's put one in there. And one in there. And one in here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's blow up our ship. Alright, hold on a second. Boom. Uh-oh. I don't think we got there. Let's try a little modification here. Let's try a little modification. Well, first things first, let's get rid of these things. So maybe that will help. Oh, man. Okay. Alright, test number 2. And that was a little slower than I wanted it to be. Alright. Oops, not that. This guy, and this guy. Sweet! Okay, here we go. That looks like it's gonna work. It did not work. Okay, so clearly it's catching on things. Alright, hold on. We're gonna get rid of these for now. I want to see this work so bad. Okay. We will clean it up later, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm going to leave that one in there. I know that's going to come back to haunt me, right? All of a sudden, I'll blow something up later. Alright. Test sequence number 3. Firing. Here we go. This looks promising. Once again, it blew it all up. Alright. I'm going to do some math and figure this out. Okay, I've made a few modifications. I've brought it in one more closer. I don't think that's going to matter. I've also made sure that there's 5 on here at 4 ticks so that the TNT comes out just in time to get blown out there, and then it'll blow up. If it's a little bit faster than that, it doesn't seem to be working. Also, I made this block here a whole block so that the charge will go into that block, which will power that, rather than having another line run into it. I'm not sure why I did that. I just was messing around along the way. I definitely pulled one of the power lines back so that when this TNT comes out, I forgot when it dispenses, it's automatically charged. So if I were to get it out there without having it charged at all, which I might try another experiment on, but yeah, let's do this one first, and then we'll do that one. So this should dispense 3. Power. Should dispense 3. Then this will dispense, and then it'll fire off into the distance. So, actually, let me... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, let's cheat a little bit here. Awesome. Alright, so there's a secondary line here. Fire that bad boy off. There's that. Boom! Boom. Oh man, we gotta get it more up in the air. But yes! 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 Proof of concept! Yes! This is awesome. Okay. Let me go ahead and see what would happen if I just place a TNT block here. And, whoops. Let's fill these. Okay. And one more. Okay, experiment number 2. Boom. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Womp, 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 womp. But hey, that's okay, because... Let me pick that up before it blows up anything. Because we've got proof of concept, and this is awesome, because now that we've got proof of concept, we can go ahead and get these things built, and that's what I'm going to do when I have the time to do it, because as you know, I've been trying to recover this lost file, this world save. I don't even have the nether saved. I have to redo the nether from scratch, so I'm so sorry, Kelvin and Cornix. I know, especially Cornix, I know you were doing a lot of digging in the nether, so I'm going to try to get things up and running, and I'm going to play around with it a little bit more on my single server so I can do some time lapses and get this build over real fast. But then I'm going to try to get it open again, probably onto Realms, just to see everybody up on the most current snapshot. And then if we get enough bodies, then we'll go from there. But that's it for today, my friends. That's all the time I have because I had to recover all those files. And I'm in the middle of moving still, so things are going to be kind of hectic. Until next time, however, thank you very much for watching. And if you'd like to see more like it, please do consider subscribing for more content just like that. Until next time, I will see you again real soon. Have fun out there. Bye-bye.